Right. But let's talk about more happy things. Frilly and pretty, borrowed steel.
Of
Too much glitter.
You know, with marriages, I wonder if it's the wedding that's the excitement or the actual marriage. I don't know, we'll see. But getting married and planning a wedding can be a nightmare. And we visited the Wedding Expo and managed to pull together the hottest trends for brides to be looking for that perfect gown. Well, here are the latest tips to make that search a little easier.
From decor to the prettiest cakes, the Wedding Expo leaves any girl spoilt for choice. Romance is key when looking for the perfect gown. And designers didn't put a foot wrong when fulfilling the dreams of brides-to-be. Kirsten Masters of Garnish uses texture to give her gowns depth and that classic feminine feel. She also stays away from too much bling, preferring to focus on a softer sparkle and hints of color.
I think people are moving away from the classic white. As I say, they're becoming more daring with color. They're going for warmer creams and oyster colors, and they're bringing a little bit of color. Lace is very, very popular at the moment. It gives a very nice, soft, very elegant, feminine, antique feel, which is great. It adds texture without having to totally overbeat the dress to make it look like there's something going on.
While brides don't have to stick to wearing the conventional white dress, there are a couple of rules to follow.
It depends on skin tone, you know, and what's going to work best for your skin. I think a lot of brides want to wear white for their wedding, but that's not really the ideal color for them. So usually an ivory is a kinder color for one's skin tone, but it really depends, you know, on how dark or how fair a bride is.
Granger's designs this season incorporate elements of romance using golds, ivories and creams with lace and dreamy soft chiffons. So, what are the definite do's and don'ts this wedding season?
Definitely have a dropped waist. The days of wedding gowns puffing out from the waist are so gone. You need to go for a dropped waist, something that sits tight on your body and shows off all the best features. It suits any kind of girl, regardless of your height. It makes you look taller if you're not tall. It makes you look slimmer if you're not. It gives you a really long torso. It doesn't cut you in half.
I wouldn't put a bride in a short dress. I would say it needs to be full length.
And even the groom should consider the latest style tips. Designer Norman Callan has defined the norm by moving away from the conventional dark suit and tux.
Us guys are so tired of always being strapped into things and being boiling hot next to you girls in your strapless dresses. So we don't want to look like dad anymore. We also want to have some fun. So the collection that we've put together has things like embroidery. We have some bling bling for the guys who don't want to be too serious. We didn't have any ties that are particularly restraining, and we didn't have any suits that look like dad or grandpa. Things today are more relaxed. Guys don't want to feel so constricted. So it's okay to open a button, it's okay to not wear a waistcoat, it's okay to push up your sleeves. And if the men can enjoy the wedding as much as the women, I guess it's fair.
And a longer jacket is this season's must-have.
If you can, if you're progressive enough, a long jacket is so much nicer than a short jacket because it's instantly not work. It's instantly not formal or business. It means party or fun or occasion. So I would say the most important thing is have a nice long jacket and a loose tie. The one must do for any man is to be comfortable and to also be a little bit sexy. So I would say a natural fabric, forget the polyesters, a natural fabric and something when you stand in front of the mirror that gives you the same buzz as the girl gets. Because it's nice to feel hunky and it's nice to feel gorgeous.
If you missed the latest round of the biannual Wedding Expo, you do have a second chance later this year.
And there is a chance later this year. The Bridal Expo takes place again in September at the same venue at the Dome, as well as at the Soweto Festival in the same month.
Oh man, I don't know why I'm laughing, man. You can even see the male models grabbing their collars there a little bit. You've got to love it looking at the audience. You can see, and I've hosted at the expo before, where the audience is divided into two camps. It's the best day of their life and it's the most terrifying day of their life.
And you see so many men dragged along, and it is fun.
You see the groom is totally stunned, and you see the bride is usually the one grinning from ear to ear. But it's an exciting time. I mean, it's often said that you should only get married once in your life, but you know, with the way relationships go these days, you can do it over.
And with this much choice, you know, why bother with once, man?
Yeah.
You know, kit you out for 5.
But just personally, I mean, I'm probably the strangest person I know, in that I never remember dreaming of a particular dress I'd wear or the color or who my bridesmaid was going to be on a wedding day. For me, it's about the two people. I mean, the day is wonderful and all. You'll have pictures to show your grandchildren, but it's about that intimacy and that spiritual connection that you have with your partner that counts the most. Love you, baby.
Oh,
So much emphasis is placed on you making the day perfect, the right dress, the right cake, and something like the Wedding Expo makes it so convenient to find everything in one place. I think that's why it's so popular year after year.
And this year, a very good showing.